Hello everyone, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. Y'all, why can't anyone give me a straight answer in this? I don't understand. Is it because it's Wendy Oldbag? But I feel like the whole time we've been just chasing after nothing. We're just running in circles. Looks like we got the boot again. With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder. Yeah, that's more of our thing, isn't it, than kidnapping. So maybe we'll have, a leg up in this now. You mean the infighting between the kidnappers? Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. So we're pretty sure now that the butler had something to do with it. And that's why he's dead. Miles, my boy! Who dat? Grandpa, is that you? It is. Oh, and it's Ring Pop Lady. Grandpa, you alright?
Tell me it's true. Tell me you really found my boy. My boy.
Yes, Mr. Amino, we found him earlier in the stadium.
And my little Lance is unhurt?
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Oh, poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him. Locked up like a...
I don't... Is that the voice I gave her last time? Guys, I don't even remember. Hello? Before anything, I was told by numerous people to get the hell out of here. Just run away from the whole scene entirely. And go all the way this way? I'm not sure why. But here we... Oh! My god. Look who it is. It's Venus. And Maya. And little Pearl. Can we not say anything about that? They say that couples who cross the bridge together will find happiness. Or so the Gatewater Land pamphlet says.
But you'd think that they'd already be happy because they were able to come together.
Logistics aside, I wonder who came up with this tale and went, Edgeworth, you're not gonna say anything? This bridge doesn't look old enough to be the stuff of legends.
Well, some things are better left uninvestigated, don't you think? Ignorance is bliss.
Oh, but... that's so cool that we got to see that. Is he really not gonna say... Examine? No, it's the same. It's just the bridge. You can't, get him to look over there. That's really cool! Thanks for showing that to me, everyone. Amazing. Alright, back to my job, I guess. I don't know. Alright, sir. Alright, Daddy, what's going on with you? Well, talk to me about your son.
Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough.
It was nothing. Literally, because we didn't do anything.
I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police have finished with him.
What is it? A letter? What's the letter about? Can you give me some of that money that you just got hanging out in your belt? I mean, surely you don't need it, because it's in your belt.
Oh, the way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look at-
Look at this letter! Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? Nobody cares. Miles, you're the only one. Alright, that's hardly a letter. It looks like a damn threat. It's a very simple love letter. It looks like someone literally had a lot of trouble writing it.
Oh, let me see. Huh, that's really weird. It's from a loan company, Tender Lender.
No way.
Them again? Looks more like a collection bill to me.
Huh. Does he owe money? I see. Maybe he borrowed it. It said Viola on the letter. Right. Alright, so is that it for you? What about you, little lady? You're right. Don't cry. It's okay. It's all gonna be fine.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Oh, that's a 12th one. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose. If they were me, then...
I believe you said that you were Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
Yes, I am, but... Oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers.
Oh. She probably fancies it, but it's probably not, he probably doesn't care.
But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either.
Woman, that is a ring pop. Oh my goodness.
I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring.
Yeah, I see that.
It tastes so sweet when you lick it. Oh, it's so wonderful.
That whole I went by it, but you know what to do. Screen cap it, because it's funny. It's funny. You mean to tell me he gave you a lollipop ring?
So, which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Thank you for asking the important question that we're all wondering. Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Homino, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud. I don't
God, I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amino group. What did he do?
I heard his job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus.
What was he, Hercules or something? Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now, it's all changed, my father. He isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
Yeah, it sure does.
There's a Disney movie about that.
It's been so long. I don't think I'd recognize him if we were ever to meet again.
Surprise, it's me. Wait, no. But it's probably somebody we're gonna meet. I bet you anything they're setting up for that.
I'm sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live.
Not sure she's working for the full tank. I can't tell yet. Oh, man. About this incident.
Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, that's because, of my women's intuition.
You based everything on that?
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. Oh, she started fantasizing again.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
I don't know. We already established that there's a good chance the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. Alright. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. Oh, okay. Isolation room, crime scene, or the Kidnappers Hideout. Well, we've already been through the isolation room and we already went through the crime scene, so I'm assuming it's the hideout, but do we know where that is? The obvious location is the Kidnappers Hideout.
But we're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. Oh, okay, so they mean like inside, like where the saloon area is. Like, yeah, we came from there, so it must be in there, but we haven't been able to go back in. I see what they're saying. In that case, there's no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. You're gonna try it. I wonder if it'll work. Well, let's figure it out. See what... Wait a minute. Did I do a thing earlier? Guys, I can't even remember if I did. Alright, we gotta make sure though, because that's very important. Look at this badge. Do you know what this is? It's a prosecutor's badge. I'm not a bad person. I'm not out to seduce you. Come now. Won't you talk?
No. You're showing that to me to lord over me with how much authority you have. Well, I won't be bullied. You should be ashamed of yourself, you evil man.
Oh. How should I repent in order for this woman to talk to me? Don't worry about it. Just leave her in her own little world for right now. Sir. Let us in. I have a pointing finger. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Oh, is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir? Roger, sir. Oh, okay, so we're going in. Perfect. That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir? That's true, sir, but... Detective Gumshoe asked me to personally let you in, sir. Oh, Gumshoe! He's got men on the inside working for us. I couldn't refuse a request from him. Everyone loves him.
Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following.
Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir. What is this?
Colin Devoret, male, 5'8", 123. Whereabouts unknown after his escape from Penny Dent Prison. Stole a gun from a guard during his escape.
We thought he might head for where his something is. I can't read it because the text is different. The man in this picture. Isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? Oliver Closeoff, that's what you call him.
But the name here says Colin Devereaux.
That's the same name as the one on the back of his pendant. It appears that Colin Devereaux was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison.
What? Then what was he doing here?
Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon. Oh, I see, and then went to work as a butler. Colin Devereaux dossier, okay. Maybe we should read that more in depth.
Now I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Same. Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? Seems like it. Maybe the killer had something to do with it, and he worked together with him to, like, shank him in the end, but it didn't work out. These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. Let's do that right now, actually, before I forget. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the Kidnappers Hideout.
Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first, think later.
No, think now. More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. There's no door. It's just a hallway. It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then, the door's been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what it is you're saying. Care to explain in a bit more detail? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. Right, okay. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Kidnappers Hideout. Okay, I do want to look at that before we go further, because I just want to take a glance at it now, and then we'll probably take another glance at it later. Right, we thought he might head for where his wife and sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. Okay, so he has a wife and daughter as well. Whereabouts unknown after escape from prison. Stole a gun during his escape. So someone might have had it in for him big time and shanked him. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. Alright, let's look. So, this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed.
Well, you were tied up for a while in the room next door.
Okay, please. Must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in the room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity. Alright, begin investigation. Let's look. Let's look at everything. Right, so the Kidnappers Hideout and then the isolation room, this is where we were. Another horseshoe, and they've got it the wrong way around. God, it pisses me off. Put it the right way. Damn it. Alright, well, let's just start from, like, right to left, and then I hopefully won't miss anything. What over here?
Looks like a sword. A broken sword.
Strange. Why would it be broken like that? I mean, it's a prop sword. It's probably made of, like, who knows, plaster or something. Not metal, for sure. Swords usually don't break on their own.
That's true.
Alright, then let's think about it in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. Alright, so we got the logic for that. Sword. Can we examine the door? This door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. Oh, maybe they had the sword in the doorknob to keep it from being open. That would maybe snap it in half. See that? You know, like jamming it through so it's like between the door handle and the... You know what I mean, you've seen it. Alright, we won't rest until we've inspected everything. Alright, that means there's stuff here. So, let's see, the lock perhaps?
That doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up.
I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent.
But how is that possible after what the officer told us?
Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be? The lock leading... The sword was in front of it, maybe. Oh, I wonder if that's what it is. Alright, well, let's gather the logic for now and then see when we get stuck. Right, okay, we've already looked at this, but let's just look at it again. Broken sword. Oh, it's the same. Okay, I just want to make sure. Didn't know if there'd be anything different. Alright. Sorry. It doesn't let you really speed up things, does it? Not really. Okay, barrels? Look at these.
Ooh, they have barrels like just these outside.
Yes, and?
Well, I know I already asked you when we were out there, but if these were real, what would you put in them?
There's an expectant gleam in her eyes that I'm about to dash. Well, just tell her. Alright, fine. How about the hatch? The panel that hid the entrance to the underground is propped up and wide open. Be careful of where you step, Kay?
I only fell into that other opening once, you know.
Is that everything here? Alright. Right. Well, over here, this looks like a recycle bin or something. This must be where they dispose of old and worn out costumes. It looks like there's a badger costume in there to me.
That's so sad.
It would seem that they throw the costumes away in pieces. Yeah, look, isn't that a badger costume right there? Don't they want to talk about that? Alright, we got costume pieces as the logic. Probably should read those a little more carefully. Unused folding chairs lean against the wall in their folded state.
Wow, whoever lined these up did it perfectly. They're not even a single hair off. I'd feel bad using these because I feel like stealing the perfection away.
I suspect it's more like you wouldn't want to be the one to put them away. How about this broken mirror?
Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a broken mirror. It probably came from the haunted house. Why is this here? Are they planning to repair it? Well, if it's in the haunted house, it probably needs to look like that. Here's another photo sign for the Blue Badger stuff. A sign advertising the photo rally, something I have absolutely no interest in.
Yeah, but I do, and I'm gonna get my hands on the rest of the Badger family, you'll see.
She definitely brings a decidedly different atmosphere to a criminal investigation. She sure does. In fact, can we talk to her about anything new? Kidnappers Hideout, let's talk about that. So, this is the room next to the one we were held prisoners in.
You know, I took a peek in here through the door from the other room.
As did I, Kay. Anyway, if this room was truly the Kidnappers Hideout,
then that means there should be some clues to their identities here, right?
I don't know if there are, however, the probability is quite high. I believe a thorough combing of this room is necessary. Is that it? Oh, god damn it. Well, I tried. Alright, fine. So, how about this table and chairs where they were obviously sitting? Alright, now we can look a little further. Let's take a look. Chair? Folding chairs, and by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers.
There are 3 chairs set around the table.
Well, it probably was like that before. There might not necessarily be 3 people, but there could be. Someone could be working with the 2 kidnappers. Coffee? Cheap styrofoam cups. Oh no, styrofoam's bad.
Looks like only 3 cups were used.
Oh, so they're really trying to get you to realize that 3. You should really think about 3. Alright. What logic do we have at the moment before we leave here? Because I think we have quite a bit. Costume pieces. In the hideout, there's a trash bin for old and useless costumes. 3 cups. They're on top of the table. The coffee looks like it was poured today. Folding chairs. Oh, sorry, the door. I was trying to click on folding chairs, but didn't want to go there. 3 of them were set up. It's very likely the kidnapper sat in these. The door leading outside had to be forced open, yet the lock is intact. Was it not locked? Broken prop sword. My initial thought was, do they want us to just... You know how this is already going. It's a little bit weird. Like, you know that they're pointing to 3 cups and then the folding chairs because they want you to make the assumption that there's 3 people involved, but Edgeworth hasn't outright said it yet. Do we have to link these 2 to make him say it? Because that's already happened twice. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now on this screen. I don't know if it matters what screen you do it on. I don't think so. The common denominator between the cups and the folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, yes, the number of missing costumes is also 3.
Well, there you go.
I forgot about the costumes. For some reason, I thought there was only 2. Oops.
Wait, I thought there were only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed. Something isn't adding up, literally. Is it possible there's a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see?
Maybe someone, like, organizing the whole project, maybe.
Okay. Right. Honestly, I also think that we can connect these two. The door leading outside and the prop sword, because I think the sword was in the doorknob area. Like, it was propped up behind the handle. That's what I think. I'm gonna connect those as well. Oh. Yes. Okay. It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and anyone can see it was not in use at the time. The sword was holding the door closed.
But the policeman outside said that it took 10 men to get it open.
A door that was locked tight despite it being not locked at all. It can only be because of this.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at this door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed?
So that's how the sword broke.
Okay. Oh, so now we have the broken prop sword as evidence. Okay. Perfect. Now then, about this third person. I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers.
No, as usual, we got even more questions than before. I don't know how it happened.
But instead, we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. Great.
Ah! Jesus Christ, I don't like it. It wasn't even anything, and it still scared the crap out of me. To be fair, it scared Kay too, so now I don't feel so bad. Ah!
What is it?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct? Do not speak to me. Get out of here. Close the door on his head. Quick! Shove it closed with your foot. That's what I'd do.
What are you doing suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that?
This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make use of it in our duties.
Look, why don't you get out of there first and then we'll talk, okay?
I don't want to. I don't want to talk to it.
I beg your pardon, miss.
No. That music ain't gonna save you. Oh, you gonna take a picture of it? Man, it's probably haunted. It's gonna be like fatal for you.
Proto Badger get. Alright, only one more to go.
Which one hasn't she seen? Is it the bad one? I think that's the one. What are you getting all excited about?
Did you forget? The photo rally, duh! See, look. Now all I have to do is get a picture of the bad badger and I'm done.
Yes, I vaguely recall a contest or something of that sort. We just talked about it like 5 minutes ago. I don't want to get a close-up. Oh, bye. Good. It's leaving.
What? It's gone. But where did it go?
What's wrong with him? No, don't go over there, actually. You know what? Leave him. It's not our problem. Sorry. Not our problem. What's wrong?
A Bad Badger costume is missing, sir.
Oh, is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnappers stole it.
I heard about how they were stolen. But they said that only 3 of the costumes had been taken.
What? Is he saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto Badger, please tell me a little more about these costumes you use. And take your hat off. I don't want to...
Oh, I don't want to do it.
Because it's going to get all close up to his face. And I don't like looking at it, actually. It's scary, alright.
What did you mean by a Bad Badger costume is missing?
Why, just what I said, sir. We are 1 Bad Badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand all the time.
Okay.
Oh, so that's Kay. Okay, so because one of them is walking around in the park...
The other should be in that room.
Actually, both of them should be in that room.
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, we don't use the Bad Badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day.
Oh, so he's not one of the costumes that's walking around like the rest of them. Oh, God. I mean, the Bad Badger's less scary than that creepy-eyed one, even though he does have a gun.
It's the stage show where the Bad Badger wreaks havoc around the park. And the other Badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir.
I'm speechless that such a show exists.
Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time we use the costume.
Then, doesn't that make it near impossible to take a picture of the Bad Badger?
Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir?
I don't know. Don't give me a close-up is all I ask. All this basically means is that the kidnappers stole 4 costumes in total.
Then, are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers?
I don't think so. There can't be. No, I don't think that's very likely. Probably someone had a costume change in the middle of it, no? That's what I would think.
Oh?
Recall the costumes for a minute.
The stolen ones, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. What proves that a 4th kidnapper does not exist? Well, the fact that this is still here probably, look. Yeah, because this one still has stuff in it. So if, 1, 2, 3, 4, if there were, they would have taken this one, probably, to be different. That's what I would think. Let's see if that's right.
If you had 4 people and you want to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go for the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead?
That would make it less likely noticeable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yet, the kidnappers decide to steal another bad badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes, but the question is why?
Unaccounted for bad badger. A 4th stolen costume by the 3rd 3-person kidnapping group. Where's the other one?
I'm assuming it has to do with that show. Or an easy way to get out of something. Okay. We're gonna have to think about that. Oh my god, sir, do not stand so close to me.
I was wondering if you don't mind, Mr. Proto-Badger, how did you know my name?
You're pretty famous, sir. I would think that most people would know who you are.
Famous? Me?
Absolutely, sir. You're always very active in the community, I hear.
Wow, I didn't know you were such a celebrity, Mr. Edgeworth.
Me neither. I feel like I've met this person before. Maybe it's just my imagination.
Who's in there? Don't say anything. I'm just asking rhetorical. Take the damn thing off. It's scary. Look at this. Nope. Alright, I think we have some logic then. What I'm gonna say, I think what makes the most sense here is the 2 we have left. The unaccounted for bad badger and the costume pieces. Isn't that the bad badger there? He's got the belt, doesn't he? He's the only one. So let's go ahead and try that. So did they throw part of it away? But it looks like the head is missing. I'm sure we'll get to that. The 2nd bad badger costume. I believe it may be closer at hand than we think.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's there in the dumpster, my dear.
That costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants?
Hey, you're right. Let's get it out of there and take a look.
That's it.
As I suspected, it's a bad badger costume.
Well, minus the head.
Alright. Oh, okay, we've got to inspect this as well. Well, let's examine everything. Obviously, the first thing that comes to vision is right here.
Look, its hand is hurt.
It looks more like something was ripped off of it.
What could that be for? It's strange, isn't it? Oh, we can deduce. We probably want to deduce this. Oh, come on. My touchscreen is acting up again. Don't do this. There we go. My 3DS is very old. Actually, this is a regular DS. Never mind. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Is it? Point out the contradiction. What do we have? We have the head. I don't think that's it. Photo rally. The Bible. What's in the Bible again? Book detailing info on the whole Badger family. Is that where he holds the gun? It is! Wait, so is there an actual gun sewn to this thing? It's not just a prop? This is it then. This is it right here. Yeah! Wait, But what were you gonna do with a prop gun? Surely it's a prop? Come on. I believe what we have here is an inconsistency.
Huh? Between what?
Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be.
Oh, the gun!
Precisely. The bad badger was designed to always hold the gun in his right hand. However,
that's a bit weird. Couldn't the actor in the suit just hold it instead of it being sewn in? I guess that kind of helps, but...
You there. Did you remove the gun from this bad badger's right hand?
No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume.
As I thought. The rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto-Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct?
Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show.
Oh my god. It seems like kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costumed friend.
If it can fire blanks, that means it can fire something. Oh dear. That doesn't seem smart, does it? Oh, brother. Oh, wait, okay, investigation complete. Alright, we're moving along. I have some ideas, but I'm still not sure about them. I think I need a little more.
I think we're about done with this room.
So, what's next?
Well, we found a few answers.
but there are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay.
Let's go.
Oh. Alright, but I think what we're going to do is do that in the next one, since this investigation was just finished up. Man! I think we've got a few people we could ask things about, but I also think that I've got a little more insight on what's happening here. This is actually turning out to be a very tricky one indeed. I'm liking it. I hope you guys are too. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo!